I want to talk about the SATOR Square really quickly. So I've been seeing it come up a lot because there's a new translation for it, and it didn't resonate with me, so I wanted to ask the Akashic Records. So to keep the most important bit at the top, I'm going to tell you what I got from the Akashic Records, and then we're going to go into the SATOR Square a little bit more. Meaning that I got from the Akashic Records is life comes from life itself, the never-ending cycle of light and love and holding within to create the meaning of your existence. Now, a little bit more about this square. So like I said, the oldest specimen started with Rotus. The oldest specimens was found in Pompeii, which would predate the destruction of Pompeii, which it's found in other contexts, other places around the world, and other alphabets as well. So got a little bit of movement there. The word-for-word translation for Sator from Latin would be sower, founder, originator. Arepo, there's no agreed upon translation for arepo. It doesn't appear to be a Latin word, so some people have thought that it's a proper name. Others have attributed it to other languages like Hebrew, but I actually think this is where the missing piece is, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. Tenet, which means to keep, comprehends, possesses, masters, preserves, to hold, from the verb to hold, or sustain. And opera, service, pains, labor, care, effort, attention. Rotus, wheel. I think the meaning is way more important. I think that is a palindrome that can be read backwards and forwards, is also very significant and symbolic. But what I think the missing key is the word arepo, because people obviously can't agree on the meaning of arepo. Now, Pompeii is in Naples, which is one of these little tiny horns here in Italy. Now, where I think arepo comes from is actually Greek, from agape or agapao, which means unconditional love, godly love, love from the Creator in a religious context. And Greek, one of the oldest Indo-European languages, was spoken, or is known to have been spoken in the toe area, like the ball and the toe of the boot and the heel of the boot. And so now what I think happened was either there was some mixing of the words, because it was very close to where Greek was spoken. Maybe the person was Greek. Maybe they had heard other dialects of Greek spoken that sounded more like arepo, and they knew what the meaning of the word was, but not the exact word. Or there's other dialects of Greek and took it from there. Or they made it to fit the palindrome and changed the spelling of it. So it would be arepo one way and opera the other way. And that's my theory. And I think even with the word for words not exactly right, you can sort of see how it could mean from life. Life creates life. Life itself creates life, about the cycle of holding that life or love within and sending it back out to create more life, and that you're your own creator. And so I think that's really beautiful, and I hope you do too.